Alright, I've got the holes drilled, and then I got those widened for my lag bolts. I've got these sanded, so they're now ready for a clear coat. So that's what stands between me and putting the footboard together. So I need to get busy and get these things clear coated and get it finished. So as soon as I get some more progress made, we'll bring you back. Well, good morning again, folks. I've got everything set up to go ahead and drill these for the centerpiece. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and assemble the footboard. I was going to do that and use the GoPro and kind of film it as I was doing it, but as luck would have it, the GoPro's battery was dead, so it's on the charger. My phone, it's not completely charged, so I'm going to film this little segment that I'm doing right now, and then I'm going to put it back on the charger. But that's what I'm planning on doing today. This weekend, I'm going to roll the Ford out of the garage and set this footboard up in there where I have plenty of room, and then I'll actually clear coat the rest of it. But I'm going to completely assemble this thing, including the centerpiece. That's why I got my drills out. There's my cordless to drill the holes for this, and then I'm going to, like I said, put it together. So anyhow, I'll get that done and bring you back. Okay, I've got this side beat in. And then I'm working on this side now using that 2x4 and that 4-pound hammer. And it's a slow process because that's a really tight fit, which is good. That means once it's all bolted together, it ain't going nowhere. So that's what we want. We don't want it collapsing. Take that however you want to. Anyway, I'll bring you back as soon as I get the centerpiece in. Alright, this is what I just accomplished. There's that flag bolt. And that one there's in place. And so I'm going to spin it around. Get the pilot holes drilled. And yeah, bolt the other side together. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the centerpiece on, and I can just clear coat around everything. We'll be good. I'm just a little anxious to get this thing together to see what that thing's going to look like. It's going to be sharp, I think, but we'll see. See you in a few. Okay, folks, welcome back. I've got that center section installed, but not without a challenge. It was an interesting challenge, to say the least. But there it is. That is our footboard. Take you around to this other side. Okay, well, time has gotten away from me this morning. It's almost noon. I'm going to have to grab something to eat, make a sandwich for work, and then scramble down the highway. So anyhow, as soon as I get the clear coat done, we're going to call episode 4 good and begin episode 5 when I start to work on the headboard. So anyhow, I'll see you shortly. Good morning, folks. Had to switch directions. Pulled the Ford out so I could have room to work on this footboard this morning. So what I've been doing so far is I've cut some plugs out of some cedar limbs that I had. And what I'm doing is just simply carving them out so I can slide them in the holes. They are not glued so that I can get a hold of them later on, and if I ever needed to take it apart. Now when I go to fill these holes, they will be glued together and get that all covered up, and then I'm going to finish clear coating it. I need to get it done by this evening so I can bring that little Ford back in. I don't think it's too well known around here, but I sure don't want it taken for a joyride and tore up. Anyhow, I will continue working, and as I get some stuff done, I'll bring you back and let you have a look. Alright, I thought I'd quickly bring you back. I left that one sticking out so you can see what I've been up to. I've got all these holes plugged. And of course, showing you again the larger ones. And I've got those set so I can pull them out if necessary to take it apart if I need to. So, alright, now I'm ready to get started and get that clear coat on this so I could get it to a point where it can be moved and I can bring my Ford back in. So anyhow, that's where I'm going to leave you for the moment, and I will bring you back when I get some clear coat on this. Okay folks, we got the first coat of clear on the railings and the bedposts. And it will require a little bit of sanding, and then another coat or 2 or 3 or 4. But we're almost finished with the general build, and it's just extra holes and things that'll need to be drilled in it for the bed framing, and then I'll do the same thing with those large plugs. And those plugs are removable, so in case I ever wanted to pull the lag bolts out and pull these posts off, I can do that. Alright, well I'm going to let this thing dry and then come back out here and get another coat on there, so we'll catch you in a few. Okay folks, final coat of clear is on it. The footboard is finished, except for when I go to set it up to be attached to the headboard, either through I've got a metal bed frame that I can use to bolt up to it, or I could actually continue with some cedar, because I've got some additional pieces down here that I can make sides with it. But anyway, this is going to conclude episode 4 of the Cedar Log Bed. Just waiting on this thing to dry so I can get it moved and get my little Ranger back in the garage. And then I'll start gathering the rest of the materials together for the headboard. And it hopefully within the month or so I'll have the bed done and the bedroom set up, and we'll do the final videoing of the Cedar Log Bed series. But how many more episodes, I don't know. It just depends on how I load the phone up or the GoPro. Anyhow, I'm going to bring this one to a close. We'll see you guys on the next video.